him all the time, 'cause that boy's got a wandering heart, a wandering heart. Well, he's got eyes like magnets that can come so close it's painful. Pull you through the center of desire. Kisses me and leaves me to put another house on fire. That boy's got a wandering heart, a wandering heart. Caught by the boy with a wandering heart. Caught by the boy with a wandering heart. Caught by the boy with a wandering heart. Well, I'm so crazy in love with the boy with the wandering heart, pulling me apart. I don't mind. He knows the way to move me, but he takes his own sweet time to free me with love so fine, love so fine. Caught by the boy with the wandering heart. Caught by the boy with a wandering heart. Caught like a fish with his hope forsaken. Caught like a lion with the lion tamer. Caught like a rabbit with a pack of hounds. Caught like a kid with his pants pulled down. Caught like a woman with a total stranger who gets caught by her husband in the bedroom chamber. Caught like a lover who's gone too far, involved with the boy with a wandering heart. Caught by the boy with a wandering heart. Oh, with a wandering heart. Caught by the boy with a wandering heart. Caught by the boy with the wandering heart. This is my love song for all mankind. The title I stole from the writer Anais Nin. It's called In Favor of the Sensitive Man. I'm in favor of the sensitive man who will do all that he can to be gentle when the others turn rough, proud of controlling hearts with their love. Not for me, the man with his power in mind, slaying the ladies with those heartless designs. Give me a man so at ease he can give his love naturally. I'm in favor of the sensitive man who never gives up his need to be human. When he's hurting, has the courage to cry. He is like me, a flower inside. If he can give up all those masculine pride, I can give up the need for my feminine guile. other. I know it can work. We can make it as equals on earth. I hoping for the state of mankind. Hard time we left our trophies behind. He's just a when he's leaning on me, though he has the power to make me weak, and together we complete one dream, deeper than dreaming, we are for real. If he can give up all that masculine pride, I can give up the need for my feminine guile. Helping each other, I know we can work. We can make it as equals on earth. I'm in favor of the sensitive man. Oh,
Good evening. My name is Gail Schell. I have with me here tonight in the studio Susan Cogan. Susan is a Canadian singer-songwriter from the West Coast. She's here to perform some concerts in the Kootenays. Susan, could you tell us a little bit about what brought you to the Kootenays?
Well, I have a friend that is a singer-songwriter that lives in Nelson. Her name is Mara Seagull. And we used to be neighbors on Salt Spring, and we did a lot of playing together there. So we got together to do a concert series in the Kootenays, and this is the second time I'm here. I came last February and performed in Nelson and Silverton and Castlegar. This time I'm performing in Nelson and Caslow and then Silverton. And just last Saturday night I was at the Women's Festival at Vallecan Hole.
Sounds like you do a lot of traveling.
I do a fair amount of traveling. I just came back from Ontario. I did a festival up in the Madawaska Valley in a little community called Killaloo. Mm-hmm. They have a festival, music festival there.
How do you go from one place to the other? Do you travel by car or
I took a plane.
Fly?
I took a plane. I understand that they're finishing off that half-price fares, which is a shame, but that's how I go. Yeah. half price if I can.
It's nice to fly if you can.
Yes.
You travel to tour at the music festivals as well, right? Do you play
I
frequently?
really like Canadian music festivals, and it's something very special and very unique that we have in our culture is festivals that cater to listening to folk, all kinds of, I shouldn't just say folk music, but folk music and jazz and rock and reggae and all kinds of music, plus artisans and craftspeople and artists come and show their wares and lots of food booths. There's a very nice festival on the West Coast called the Courtenay Medieval Fair, and I've been playing in Canada, and I've been playing at music festivals in Canada for about 6 or 7 years, and I just find it a terrific high.
How many would you do in 1 year?
Oh, as many as I can, although in the recent years I haven't really applied to them very often, so I haven't done very many. In fact, Killaloo is the only festival I did this summer. I was in Toronto doing some performing in the city and being with friends, and I just managed to get into that festival, which was really nice of them.
Great. You're living in Salt Spring now?
That's right.
How do you have a farm out there? Or?
Hardly a farm. We do have 5 acres. I live with my husband, and he has an electronics firm. Besides fixing computers and things like that, he makes all sorts of inventions, and he calls it Tribal Drum Communications. Pardon?
You fix your equipment too?
Yeah,
he
fixes my equipment, my makeshift equipment. Yes.
There's quite a creative community on Salt Spring. Do you feel that has contributed to your progression in music? Is it supportive of your music?
It's very supportive. Oh, Salt Spring is are my biggest fans are on Salt Spring, really.
Great.
But to be honest, in my own life, I haven't been as prolific or as busy on Salt Spring as I was when I lived in Ontario before I moved there. But I think that has more to do with the state that I'm in my life. And
do you manage your own tours? Do you manage your own musical career?
It depends pretty much. I manage my own. I have at different times had managers. And right now, to do this tour in Nelson, I got a lot of help from Mara and from some other people.
Helps with the legwork and the bookwork.
Yeah,
and
really.
contacts.
Yeah. There's a lot of. Yes, it is a lot. And
it's not just getting up there with your guitar then and just singing the song.
Well, you know that. Don't you?
I'm asking you. These people might not.
You're a songwriter as well, so you know all that. There's a lot of work to be done, and there's because of the way the market is set up. If you are a Canadian singer-songwriter and you want to get known, you pretty much have to go out yourself and struggle and pay the dues and do all the work yourself and get as much help as you can from people. And I do get very supportive people in different places that I go to. But what you don't have is the support of the music industry, because the music industry is pretty much following the American music industry. So on most radio stations, you're getting top 40, you're getting a particular set of songs and music that come out, and you don't really get much chance to hear the original songs and the original records that are coming out of Canada, and there's some really good ones.
I hear that you've been doing some recording in Ontario.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Before I moved to Salt Spring, I was moving to Salt Spring, and I suppose I had a feeling, well, I'm here and I have been here, and this is where I know, this is where I have my contacts. So I got my energy together to do a recording there, and it's a very professional recording. It was done at a studio called Inception Sound in Toronto, and I had the help of some of the finest musicians in Toronto.
Go ahead, tell us.
And some names, David McMorrow is a keyboard player that plays with Rough Trade. Brent Titcomb helped do some backup singing and percussion. I wasn't prepared with names, so I'm forgetting them now, but a lot of really, really talented people. And some of the musicians from Manteca, which is a really fine salsa jazz band out of Toronto, a 9 or 10-piece band. And so I did this recording there, and it took about a year to complete, working on and off, working a lot of hours in the studio. I must say that after I've had a lot of studio experience, but after that record project, I've got a lot of studio experience now. And I have it out. I have not yet put it into record form. I hope to be able to do that before the end of 1983 and market it and go on tour. But right now I do have it on cassette form, and I'll be selling that at my concerts.
Okay, great. About your songwriting, I know that you sing a lot of other people's songs, but I'm very interested in the songs that you write yourself, and where you feel the source for that writing energy comes from, what type of songs you prefer, you lean towards writing, and why. Can you tell me anything?
Well, that gives
clues?
that gives me a big ballpark. Let's see.
Well, maybe right now, let's narrow it down to what your current interests are in songwriting.
Oh, well, I guess all my songs really are born from the spirit, and the music that influences me is the music of our era. I'm not heavily influenced by classical, although that comes into pop and folk. I've been influenced by many singer-songwriters over the years. Right now, I can't think of. There's one particular one that I can name, and she's Canadian. Her name is Beverly Glenn Copeland.
Right.
And it's nice that she's known of, because I've been trying to convince her to come out west to do a tour, but she's quite happy where she is in Toronto for now. My songs are born from the spirit. I'll give you an example. When I was up at Killaloe, I'd woken up where I was staying, and I went up the hill to visit friends of mine that were staying in the tent on top of the hill. And I felt a little bit uneasy about waking them up. I was saying, "Hey, get up! It's time that we're out of bed." So I just sat on the rock and began humming, and this melody started coming to me, and then the words started coming to me, and then after about half an hour of creating the song, I said, hey, you guys, are you going to get up or not? And they thanked me for the lovely way of waking up. And one of my friends who was a musician and guitar player and was waking up with this song that was coming to me, got out his guitar immediately and started to play it while I was out picking berries. So it made me feel really terrific. And
Great.
It was a nice way for a song to come.
Well, I wish we had another 20 minutes to talk to you. Before we finish, I want to make sure that you tell us where you're playing and when, and someone that we can get in touch with. I think we have a phone number that we can get.
Okay.
So if you could tell us your next concert dates.
Okay, I'll be doing, the one I would really like to emphasize is the one in Nelson, because I'd like people to come to that one. It's going to be at the Fairview United Church. And Mara Segal will also be performing. The next night, that's Friday night, this coming Friday, which is the...
The date would be, can't see that.
Never mind the date, it's this Friday, okay? And Saturday night will be in Caslow at the Langham, and Sunday night will be at the Silverton Gallery in Silverton. So if you can come to any of these concerts, I'd really like to see some people.
And if you need more information, I have a number. It's 352-7951, and you can call for more information about Susan Cogan. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Beauty is the love in your eyes, brought by the warmth of the morning sun and tempered in the glow of desire. Nestled in me tells me I'm the one you love. I don't have to say the words I love you. And in everything we do, our love shines through. Brought here by a song in the air, visions of you mesmerize me. Swept along the banks of no care, there dancing deep beneath my sea. I don't have to say the words I love you. And in everything we do, our love shines through. Love is a strange dance, it comes and goes on its own, weaving us in romance, leaving us alone. But the beauty and the love in your eyes, warm brown earth and the deep blue sky, shelter me wherever I go, catches me in the middle of free fall. I don't have to say the words I love you. And in everything you do, my love shines through. Love is a strange dance, it comes and goes on its own, weaving us in romance, leaving us alone. Here's a little fractured fairy tale about the story of Rapunzel from the Grimm's fairy tale, and Jack in the Box from the nursery room, and the love affair between the two. The continuing story of Rapunzel and Jack. Once upon a time, Rapunzel, locked inside her tower, waited for a prince to come and free her of an evil power. Free her of an evil power, keeping weeping up for hours. No one ever comes around, she's too high off the ground. Watch out for Jack, no keys, no locks. He's full up of hanky-pank. He lives inside a little box and pops up if you turn the crank. Pops up if you call his bluff. Could he pop up high enough? Could he pop up high enough to reach Rapunzel's tower? Here comes Jack, no keys, no locks, looking for a love affair. He spots Rapunzel from his box, letting down her golden hair. Would you care to climb my braids? Thanks, but that would be a waste. I'll pop up anytime you have the taste for company. Dear Rapunzel stopped her weeping, letting down her golden hair. When she got up off her seat, the tower key was on the chair. Finally got up from her chair, found the key was lying there. Thought that she had looked there, but she was sitting on it all the time. Jack came up to see Rapunzel. She went down to visit him. Both met somewhere in the middle, fell in love, and so they lived happily ever after, filled with life and laughter. Who's left to look after a discarded box in a tower? La 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. La la la, la 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 la. So far, so fast, moving along through the now past, through confusing reflections, through hypnotic suggestions that cried, this window shopping act. We are space age primitives. Space age primitives. Left for a new solution. Papa science gonna mop up our pollution, or some new brand of sky flyer gonna take us away to the new We are space age primitive. Space age primitives. We're just looking to get along, looking to sing our song. Back in the center of the last glorious free fall meteor, we're caught in the winding of the tale. Sweet dreamers in waking we are space age primitives. Space age primitives. Speeding through the universe, learning to fly spaceship Earth. These tears in your eyes are the waters of rebirth. We are space age primitives. Space age primitives. We are space age primitives. Space age primitives. Space age primitives. Space age